In this video, we're going to tell you one of the main reasons why people are flocking to Encinitas to buy property. If you're single, or if you're a family or an investor, you want to be in a community that offers a variety of things, like a sense of community, appreciation, good schools, restaurants and services, and so on.
Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth and John Finley with the Finley Group. We help and advise buyers and sellers every month on where to buy and how best to sell homes in San Diego, North County, Coastal, and specifically Encinitas, California.
If you find value in what we're sharing today, all that we ask is that you hit that like button, subscribe button, and the bell below to get notified anytime we release a new video. And feel free to leave a comment below, as we will respond to 100% of the comments we get. And be sure to stay for our pro tip, where we're going to share not one, not two, not three, but 4 of the best places to get dessert in Encinitas, California.
So the question is, why are so many people flocking to Encinitas to buy property?
Well, school districts always drive property values, and that is no different for Encinitas, but really, while property values do drive stuff like that, it is the bustling downtown area of Encinitas that has people flocking to it and wanting to buy property there, right? It's the location.
Right, it's the location. I mean, it's blocks from the ocean.
Right. So you're right next to Moonlight Beach.
Right.
World famous Swami's.
Absolutely.
And then Highway 101 runs right through the middle of it. And so you're right in the middle of everything, right?
Yeah, and I mean, it's got such a vibe too.
And then
we'll talk about that in a second.
You're located, in North Coastal San Diego County, and you're not so far north that you can't get down south for some of the hot working spots, but you're not like down in the deep, high traffic area or stuff like that. You're kind of like...
Well, and Encinitas is easy to get in and out of too, comparative to La Jolla, where it's harder to get out of it. Encinitas, you can just hop right on the Encinitas Boulevard and get to the 5.
Well, and yeah, I mean, there's super great access from downtown Encinitas, and everything that you need to do is right there.
Yeah, so it really is a good place to not only have fun, but also own a home. So speaking of the vibe, downtown Encinitas has such a great vibe. It's full of all different ages, really. Kids, teens, parents, and even grandparents, all just hanging out in such a great, small, centralized area.
It's bustling. It's got this small town vibe, right? So you walk around and it's like you see people that you know, and healthy living, right? Everyone's outside. You're in this great location right next to the beach. And so you walk around and it just feels like everyone's happy, healthy, helpful, and super nice. Like the vibe is just super cool.
Yeah.
And the other thing about it is you've got everything you need in one spot. I mean, everything's there. You've got restaurants,
the nightclubs, or the cafes, the coffee shops, the boutiques.
You have shopping, right? So you've got world famous Hanson surf shop, which has more than just surfboards. It's got everything you need, from skiing, snowboarding, shoes, clothes, whatever. So I mean, there's everything just there. But then you've got all the shops in the lumberyard. You got food, like good on you, great healthy food. But there's so many other places, like Swami's 101 Cafe and Union Kitchen and Tap, and we're leaving others out, but there's so much there. Everything you need is on this one little strip.
And I think it's everything for all ages too. I mean,
right.
You'll often see a lot of the younger crowd hanging out at one of the ice cream shops, and then you'll see some of the, just different varied ages hanging out in other areas. But I think there's something for everyone.
There is. So I mean, you really don't have to leave that area, and it takes us to the thing that it's the lifeblood and the main artery of Encinitas and of the town, right? You've got street fairs.
Yeah. And you got they have like a classic car night as well, where
during the summer, which is way cool.
Right. A lot of people come and park their old-fashioned cars on the street on the side, and you can go up and talk to people about everything they've done to it, and then you'll see others kind of cruising the 101, like the main drag with their cars. It's really a show. And
so you've got a weekly bazaar, which is like full of shopping and all these cool like artisan crafts and things like that.
Farmers market,
and then you have the Christmas parade, which is
Right, and then they have
Super
their regular
cool.
street fairs, which
Right.
are the full-blown block out the entire street.
A ton of art vendors and music and
Right.
clothing
and eating.
yeah,
again.
I mean, it is, like we said, it is literally the main artery of the town. And it's got such a cool small town, downtown vibe. It's bustling, more so than some of the other towns in San Diego. And so that's why people are flocking to it. You also have a healthy outdoor living, right? A ton of activities.
Right. I mean, you can swim. Obviously, the ocean's
Walking,
right there. Yep.
running.
Biking.
I mean, I would say on the weekends, but it's like it's every day. The sun is always shining here. It's always like 72 degrees. But like there's walking trails and there's biking trails, and so you see a bunch of people running, biking, surfing, doing everything. It's just like you just feel this really healthy outdoor living. A bunch of e-bikes, like all the kids ride around on e-bikes now, and adults too. So it's just bustling, and you feel like you're in this happening city, but you're still in this small town feel.
Right, and they've done a lot of things even over the past couple of years. The city of Encinitas has to even create that feeling more. Obviously, through COVID, they opened up the sidewalks to go out further onto the street where the cafes now are, and where I think you see it's a lot in a lot of America, but we're especially set up for it here with our weather. So a lot of this, it's like a street cafes.
Yeah, you have all the sidewalk dining now.
Yeah.
It's so cool. So it's just like on any given day or any given night, whereas before people were inside the restaurants, now it's just like everything's overflowing out in the streets, and it has this really cool European vibe,
Europe. Yeah.
but with this Southern California beach town feel. So it's just cool. And then of course the daytime ends and you got your nightlife, right?
And there's a decent amount of nightlife in Encinitas. It actually is pretty amazing. I've shocked myself a couple times going out there at night, and there's Culture Brewing, there's the Shelter, there's First Street Bar,
Right. I mean,
the Roxy.
There's the saloon. There's a whole bunch of things, but the bottom line is there's music bustling, and even if you're just walking around, you're like, God, I'm a part of something. This is really cool. So it's
just dancing.
Right. It is. Yeah. It's just got a fun small town feel, but the downtown is it's bustling, and that is one of the main reasons why people are flocking to Encinitas. So we told you we'd give you a pro tip, and that pro tip is not one, not two, not three, but 4 great places to get dessert, which I love in Encinitas. And you've got Gelato 101, phenomenal gelato. Yeah. Like, it's really good. You got Baked Bear, so that's
one of the newer ones there.
That's one of the newer ones downtown. That's always full.
That's like the cookie ice cream sandwich, right?
Yep. You have one of our favorites, JoJo's ice cream.
Yeah. And in particular, it's my favorite because I'm a gluten-free and dairy-free person, and they've got ice cream selection for people like me. So.
And here's the coolest thing: when you go get an ice cream there, they give you a little hot out of the oven, handmade. I don't know if it's handmade, but it's a little chocolate chip cookie, and it's just a little icing on top of the cake.
You get your selection of a gluten-free one or a regular one. So.
And then for the coup de grace is
classic, right?
Cali Cream. And they've just got a ton of flavors, super, super good ice cream. And so it kind of spans one end of the downtown to the other, and in between there you've got all those places for some great desserts.
It's probably like, what, 4 or 5 blocks?
Yeah, not to mention
or maybe more
the other restaurants that all have desserts on their menus too. So you're not gonna go without your sweets if you're coming to downtown Encinitas. Look, we do these videos all the time. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and definitely hit the like button, subscribe button, or the bell below, and get notified anytime we put out videos about Encinitas or San Diego North County Coastal or San Diego in general. We help and advise buyers and sellers buy and sell property throughout San Diego, and we're happy to help you too.
See you in downtown.